Hello everyone, it's Panos, and today I'm gonna explain to you or show you how you should start in sales in 2024 if you're a complete beginner or you haven't been able to find a way in and navigate through the beginning. This is extremely important because at this point there are so many scam gigs out there, there's so many people wasting your time, and the problem with that is, I'm sure you can understand the problem, but the bigger problem is that many people that start off end up quitting because they can't find a way to actually make it work, even though they know that it does work. So, if you don't know me, my name is Panos. I dropped out of school at 16, and fast forward a year later, not even a year, I'm here in Marbella, living freely through sales, making anywhere from 4 to 5 figures a month. And I'm on a mission to help people just like me a year ago, beginners that want to get into sales or start their own agency, navigate through this chaos of information and connect with each other to build meaningful relationships and actually start living a good life. So let's get into it. All right. So, step one, in sales, there are many positions you can take. If you're a complete beginner, most of you will probably look at appointment setting or DM setting or cold calling or some closing positions that are shit. So step one is to choose what kind of position you want to start in. Me personally, I would always recommend appointment setting. Basically, appointment setting is you go work inside of an agency as someone who books appointments for the closers to get some deals coming in, and you usually get paid. You usually get paid on commission and or per appointment book that is qualified. That is pretty rare. I wouldn't expect it from the start, but if you do get lucky and get a pay per appointment position, that is great. Step two, network with people that are working that kind of position. So if you decide you want to be an appointment setter, find other appointment setters and speak to them, get to know them, build a relationship with them. Start talking to them, speak to them every single day. You want to have a network of people that are doing the same thing as you or have done it, so that you can use to basically either motivate you through the pain of just starting out, or also keeping you accountable and showing you what will work. Now, step three, this is a catch. This is a sketchy part. Find a position where you can work and learn from the team and or training. So basically, once you've decided and you've met some people, you want to find a position that you can join, but you want that position to be good for a beginner. What does that mean? So there are some positions that will just put you on and maybe have a weekly call with you explaining some stuff, or like have a recap call with 20 team members talking about different things. Now that's not good for a beginner because in the beginning you won't have any guidance, you won't have any past experience to know what will work, or like if you're making some mistakes, if you have any questions, like you want to have those questions answered as soon as possible, and you want to have someone over you helping you actively. Now, what does a good position look like? Ideally, you want to find a position that you can get on and have a very active training, best case scenario one-on-one, but sometimes you will be it is fine to be on calls with like 3 4 people where the person selling the product, either the closer or the business owner who's running it, hops on calls with you, gets on calls with you and trains you every single day. Ideally, now it could be every 2 days, every 3 days, but ideally you want to have someone training you actively on that position, giving you tips of what has worked in the past, what you're doing wrong, what you're doing very well, what you should keep doing. So essentially you want to find a position where not only you're going to be on it and just booking appointments or trying to book appointments, but you're also going to be getting mentoring from someone who has done it and is motivated to make it work, because she's going to make money from it. This is a big thing. Step four, I'm sure so many people will take step four and make it into step one because it's just the easiest thing to do. And that is to read books, go through programs, invest in yourself and your network. So by reading books, I mean books that have something to do with sales or psychology. Now, sales is applied psychology. I'm not a big fan of sales books that are particularly made for sales, because sales is basically just psychology, literally applied into something that is sales to make someone or to change someone's mind to work with you or book an appointment or close or sign the contract and send you and pay the invoice. So you want to read some books, go through sales programs. Now sales programs I definitely do support, but mostly broad sales programs. Now at the start you're still going to have the mindset of what kind of actions do I need to take, instead of the mindset of why should I take specific actions, like what is the meaning behind these actions I take, like why does this script work and this one doesn't. So you want to read some books and go through programs to understand principles of sales, and then with time, no matter what position you're in, appointment setting, closing, anything, B2C, B2B, you're going to be able to use those sales principles and apply those to your specific position. So instead of just reading or going through a program of how to become a cold caller for SMMA, you want to watch some broader sales programs that basically explain the fundamentals and principles of sales that work in every industry. And then with time, when you become more experienced, you'll be able to apply those in every single industry that you will ever work in. Now, step 5 is to grow in that position as much as possible. Look for bigger opportunities in the position, or find a bigger opportunity outside of it. Let me explain with an example of myself. So when I first started, I started as a cold caller in SMMA. In an SMMA, unfortunately, the SMMA had no clients, and I didn't end up getting any deals signed. I booked like 40 appointments in a month and didn't get a single deal closed, which is sad. That's what I want to prevent you guys from doing. But after like 2 or 3 weeks, I was also able to build a sales team, build a cold calling team, because the person who was running the agency asked me to, and I was getting commission on top of those people, or I was going to get commission on top of those people. So you want to look for opportunities like these ones, where you can grow inside the position, do more things so you can make more money without having to work an extra job or like necessarily book extra appointments. Or like in general doing more things. Now, of course, hiring and training some people will take some time, but like when you're making extra on top of it, of course it's worth it. And you don't have to like you don't have to switch to a different position where you will be unexperienced again. So you can learn the position and then teach it to others and make money off of them while they're still making money. So you're helping yourself, you're helping new people, and you're helping the agency owner make more money, which is ideal. Now, if that's not possible, because I understand it won't be possible in all positions, you want to start looking for a bigger opportunity outside of it. Now, once you become a little bit experienced, you'll be able to identify what a good position is, what it consists of, what kind of agencies are good to work in, and it's going to be way easier for you, especially with experience, to get on better opportunities where you can make more money or learn more. Now, I've climbed the ladder in the last few months. I went from an appointment setter for an SMMA to closing for that SMMA, and then I went on to become an appointment setter for another SMMA that had many clients. I think around 12 at the time, and I was booking even more appointments for them because I used my own strategies that I literally brought into that agency and that they are still using up to this day, like 6 months later, which is great. Made some good money there. I got a few people on that sales team, but I found a better opportunity because it just didn't fit in with the time zone for me personally, because it was in Australia, so I had to stay up at like 3-4 a.m. every single day until like 8 a.m. to be booking appointments. So I didn't want to do that anymore. Then I went to a B2B lead gen offer that was also using AI. I started appointment booking, booking appointments. I was the best performer in like 1 or 2 weeks after starting, and of course the people running the agency, they identified that, and they also identified that I also wanted to do more things than just cold calling. So they also gave me the option to build my own sales team. I stayed on that for like 2 months. I was managing a team of like 20 people in the US, Australia, actually not Australia, and the UK. We were booking an insane amount of appointments, made some good money there, got some great experience, because in that position I was also being mentored by the agency, by the two agency owners, the two founders, which is great. Like, this is what you want to look for when you're looking for a position. After that, I was off for like a month or two. I was on and off. I was watching some programs, working on mindset and stuff. And since then, in the last 3 months, I 5x my income through the sales position that I'm currently at. And it's just only going up from there. I'm working with a huge agency owner who's been running his agency for like 3 years now. I have almost daily calls with him, where he literally teaches me his secrets, the Wall Street secrets that he has, making me into a 100 times better salesperson day by day. I don't even recognize myself from 2 months ago at this point, and it's just only getting better and better. And of course, in this position as well, I'm slowly getting having the option to hire more people, expand my team, and grow into my position. So you can kind of see, like, you can climb the ladder in sales. You start somewhere at a low level, and then you slowly go up and up and up. And while you're slowly going up, your income also multiplies. That is how sales work. You don't just get on a job the way everyone advertises it, where you will make 10K per month in your first month because you're gonna close 8 deals. That's not how it works. You might go 3 months without making anything over $500. For example, me, I made like 1K from April to like June. In 3 months, I made $1,000 while actively selling the whole time. I mean, I wasn't as disciplined. I wasn't doing 500 hours a day like I am now, but I was still putting in some work. Now, I climbed the ladder, and since then, I'm making a lot more. I'm making four to five figures every single month now. And probably in the next 2 months, it's going to be over 5 every single month. So that's amazing. So that's all about sales. By the way, if you want to be part of a strong network with driven people in sales or agency owners, whether you're at zero or already experienced, click the first link in the description, join my Telegram group where I post insights and more information, documents and stuff on sales and running an agency, and send me a message telling me that you want to join the group. Now, this is me trying to sell you something. I'm going to be completely transparent, but so if you don't want to be sold, don't DM me, but still feel free to join the group. But if you are comfortable with being sold and want to be part of the strongest network, where you can talk to other people that are doing this and have done it in the past, where there's endless sales opportunities that you can get on right now with training, just the way I talked about earlier, send me a message, tell me that you want to join, and we'll have a chat. So that's all for this video. Now, if you liked it, feel free to leave a like. It doesn't only support the channel, but it also pushes the video onto other people's recommendations, so they can extract some value from it as well. If you have any ideas or any questions for me, or if you want to network, leave a comment down below with anything that you might want to say, and subscribe if you want to see more of this content. I will be posting 3 times a week forever, basically. So if you want to keep watching my content, feel free to subscribe. I want to thank you so much for watching this video to the end. I really do appreciate it. And until next time, go make some fucking money.